In this video, we're going to review the coordinate plane. The coordinate plane consists of an x-axis, which is the horizontal axis, and the y-axis, which is the vertical axis. This breaks the plane into 4 quadrants. So for quadrants, we begin quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. One special point is where all 4 quadrants meet when the 2 axes intersect or cross. We call this the origin, because it's where sort of everything originates, where our number lines originate. So this is the point 0, 0, which is an example of an ordered pair. Remember, every point can be given an x-coordinate and a y-coordinate. We always list the x value first, followed by the y value. And what the coordinates tell us to do is we begin always at the origin. Okay? The x-axis, the x-coordinate will tell us to go to the left or to the right. If it's negative, we go to the left. If it's positive, we go to the right. And then the y-coordinate, the second coordinate, will tell us then to go up or to go down. So therefore, when we look at the quadrants, anything in quadrant 1 would have a positive x value and a positive y value, because we will have to go to the right and up. So positive, positive. When we look at quadrant 2, we'll go to the left and up. So our x-coordinate will be negative, our y-coordinate will be positive. For quadrant 3, we'll go to the left and go down. So my coordinates will be negative and negative. For quadrant 4, my coordinates will be positive and then negative, because I will have to go to the right and to go to the right, to go to the right and then to go down. So any coordinate pair can be given by these set of values. So for example, if I pick this point right here and call it A is given by the coordinates 6, -4. So I always go left or right first, followed by up or down, up or down. So this is the coordinate 6, -4. Okay. And this is once again what's called a coordinate, the coordinates, or it's also called an ordered pair. Ordered pair because it's a pair of numbers that have an order. It goes x and then y. So anyway, this is basically what coordinate plane is. So hopefully this has been helpful for you. So after we've reviewed the coordinate plane, the real question will be is how do we find the distance between 2 points? So for example, if I give you one point here at 4, 6, and I give you another point at, let's say, 8, 1, and I were to connect the 2 points with a straight line, what would be the length of this line segment? Well, in order to do this, we're going to need the Pythagorean theorem. Now, you might be looking at this and saying, Sister Christine, how can I do that? I don't have a triangle, so what's A, what's B, what's C? Well, you don't see it right now, but let's go ahead and draw one. What happens if I draw a line down here? And what do I happens when I draw a line here? I get a triangle. And I know that it's right because it meets at a right angle here. It's a straight vertical and a straight horizontal line. So this is going to be the precursor to really the distance formula, which you'll learn next year in high school. But basically what I can do is say, okay, well, what's the distance here? In a sense, what's 8 minus 4? I subtract the x coordinates. it's going to be a distance of 4. And what's the blue? Well, it's from 6 down to 1, so it's a distance of 5, which I can also count. Okay, so you may want to end up using some graph paper. You may find that helpful right now. Okay, so then basically this would be my C because it's my hypotenuse. Pretty much always you're going to have what the 2 legs are and be following, trying to figure out what C is. So if I want to find C, I need to square it, and then I'm going to add, it's going to be equivalent to my A squared plus my B squared, okay, which I'm going to say is 5. Okay, once again, does it matter what A and B are? No. Okay, it just has to be the 2 legs. So then I'm going to go ahead and solve this. Well, C squared is going to equal 16 plus 25. And if I add those 2 values together, I am going to get C squared is going to equal 41. So I can say that my C value will equal the square root of 41 if I think about taking kind of the square root of both C squared and 41. I get C equals the square root of 41, which if I plug into the calculator will probably be about maybe 6.3, 6.4. Okay, so really this is just an application of the Pythagorean theorem that comes in very handy. Right now, I'm not expecting you to know the big, long, complicated distance formula, okay? But it is essential that you understand how to set up this triangle. So it's just taking this value, or this point, drawing a line straight down, taking this point, drawing a straight line across. So drawing this straight horizontal vertical line that meets at a right angle, and then using the Pythagorean theorem to calculate the answer. So this is what we're going to be working on, probably on Monday when you come back. So hopefully this makes some sense.